Hi, my name is Suchi Sachdeva, and this is
Prakriti Bhardwaj,
Amy Tingle.
Jordan Larkins.
Saralyssa Gonzalez.
and this is our project on Honda based in Hong Kong.
Okay, so to start off this presentation, we're going to give you guys some demographic information over Hong Kong. The population size in Hong Kong is approximately 7.3 million. Hong Kong sits in the country of China, and the city continues to be one of the most populous parts of the world. Most Asian countries like China are also among the most populous countries in the world. Hong Kong specifically, there is about 100 motor vehicles per 1,000 people in the city. These vehicles include motorcycles or actual cars or trucks. So we see a relatively low car dependency in Hong Kong. Most people use the public transit or transportation system. Either that or they walk or they bike. The population growth in Hong Kong is growing at an average annual rate of just under 1%. The general population distribution is looking like such. Hong Kong is one of the most densely populated cities in the world. There are approximately 7,000 people per square kilometer. As far as households go, there are about 3 people per household. The city actually wants this number to stay consistent with 3 or less. They want the families to be smaller. This would help lower the average annual rate and keep the total overall population number down. 80% of people in Hong Kong have secondary and post-secondary schooling. So this would include a bachelor's, a master's degree, or a PhD. And this number is also slowly, continuously rising. Just some quick geographic information over Hong Kong. Hong Kong sits in a subtropical climate. The weather is very wet and humid during the warmer seasons and dry and moderate during the drier seasons, typically fall and winter. Hong Kong gets hit with monsoons and a lot of rain during the warmer parts of the year, as does Texas, for example. So similar to how we have hurricane season over the summer, during these warmer, humid parts of the year, Hong Kong gets hit with these monsoons during warmer parts of the year, and their monsoon season is during the months between May and September. So winter is considered the best time to visit the city, where the temperatures are in the low 60s, low to upper 40s. Hong Kong faces the South China Sea. It's there's a lot of terrain in Hong Kong. It's very hilly, a lot of mountains, and a lot of steep slopes. However, there are a lot of lowlands in the city, however. It's primarily surrounded by water and hills for the most part. So cars and things like that are not as much of a necessity, but we'll get to that.
So here are some economic quick facts about Hong Kong. The GDP is currently at 381.9 billion. There is a 2.9% growth rate, 3.3% unemployment, 4.3% inflation, and currently Hong Kong has the world's freest economy. There is a 0% average tariff rate, and the open economy helps Hong Kong remain like a really big arena for international trade and investment. The working hours and wages for the employees are largely determined by the market. The government also provides low-cost housing and green energy subsidies. The public debt is currently low, while the budget surplus has been maintained. However, population aging and greater spending on social programs have increased fiscal pressures on the government. Hong Kong is currently governed under the principle of one country, two systems, under which China has agreed to give the region some autonomy and to preserve their own economic and social systems. Hong Kong's Basic Law, a constitutional document, protects the capitalist system of the area until 2047. The government also controls all land in Hong Kong, and the economy has maintained commitment to small government, low taxes, and light regulation. There is the emphasis of freedom of press, expression, assembly, and religion, which are also all protected rights under Hong Kong's Basic Law. And Hong Kong is also allowed to have outside relations in trade, communication, tourism, and culture. However, Beijing still remains control over largely over the region's diplomacy and defense. Corporate social responsibility is also something that's very important to Hong Kong and their companies, and they see it as important in their progression. There's even a Hong Kong charter organization that recognizes the importance of corporate social responsibility. In this first picture, you actually get to see an example of the charter, which shows some of the agreements and regulations of joining this charter, and you can register your company for this. And the second picture on the right hand of the screen shows you an actual picture of this meeting.
The brand's performance on social media is well-rounded and integrated with many different forms of media, including video, pictures, and competitions that encourage consumer interaction with the brand. A recent giveaway centered around the launch of the new Honda Type R encouraged Facebook followers to enter to win free coffee cards. Their performance has recently gained more attention than usual due to the release of this new car. The brand has released promotional videos and held an event to let consumers experience the car firsthand. This follows Honda's Stepwagon being voted as the 2015 100% MPV model. However, Honda has been losing market share in Hong Kong over the past year. Their main competitor, Toyota, has 26.9% market share, followed by German-made brands. Honda's small share of 7% has fallen in the past year to only 6%. A message in a past campaign encouraged Honda owners to drive their cars at fast speeds. However, this kind of messaging is not popular in this particular market because the Hong Kong government is trying to combat fast driving, which has constituted a major safety hazard in the country. However, their advertising practices are strong even if their messaging is not. Honda is constantly using experiential events to connect with consumers and give them a chance to interact with the brand. Their social media presence, specifically on Facebook, indicates a dedicated consumer base, even if it is a small one. In addition to their car sales, Honda also imports and exports motorcycles, which is a major strength in this area due to the popularity of motorcycles as opposed to traditional cars.
This year, Honda made a huge shift in their branding strategy to increase sales, their target market, and overall brand appeal. They moved from having marketing strategies focused on increasing numbers and growth to strategies focused on developing innovative products in order to genuinely appeal to consumers and intrigue them. Their push towards creative, cutting-edge, tech-based advertising has a much more daring feel that enhances consumers' appeal and that it increases the emotional tie between the advertisements and their target consumers. This portion of their strategy evolution is something that is occurring globally and that they're trying to change their brand perception across the globe. In terms of standardization and globalization, Honda takes a merged approach in that they're using their new branding strategy across the globe in order to increase their appeal and change the perception in their minds of consumers. On the same note, Honda is also making sure to vary their products from country to country based on regional consumer preferences and tastes. For example, Honda monitors automotive trends in countries, evaluates what consumers' tastes are based on their trends, and then launches products that cater to their wants and needs in order to satisfy their consumers. From an agency standpoint, Honda uses several different agencies such as MXM, GenX, RPA, and Mullen to assist them in developing their marketing deliverables year to year. In the past, Honda has spent up to $15 million on digital marketing to promote their products and be at the forefront of consumers' minds in terms of automotives. They are consistently using agencies to better themselves within the competitive landscape and are earmarked to increase their spending over time. Globally, Honda is increasing their marketing and advertising as well as shifting their branding strategies in order to broaden their audience. Honda's hope is that if they're able to generate advertising that is much more engaging and lively, they'll be able to appeal to a much younger audience, capture them at a young age, and increase their lifetime value. By doing this, Honda is not only able to increase their numbers, but also able to generate more loyalty over time.
Okay, the marketing mix, aka the 4 Ps, are product, price, place, and promotion. In this case, the product is Honda cars, obviously. Price, new models run between 166 and 448,000 Hong Kong dollars. And for reference, $1 is equal to 7.75 Hong Kong dollars. The place is also obviously Hong Kong. And promotion includes commercials, internet websites, and the showroom. And this clip that I actually found on Honda Hong Kong's Facebook page goes through the specs of the Civic Type R, and it goes through the internal and external shots and talks about the specs, qualitative and quantitative data. The analysis of the 4 Ps. The product is the same as sold in other countries. Price is also similar in comparison to other countries since the product is similar. The main place in Hong Kong would be the showroom, which is great for potential Honda customers because they can actually view the products that are waiting for them in person. They can look on the inside, outside, and they have guidance there to help them find what they're looking for. And the salesmen or the promoters there, that's what their job is. And other types of promotion include TV or from the TV and internet, since they have a lot of access in Hong Kong as well. And their Facebook page posts video reviews to provide insightful evaluation for customers. So if they don't even want to go to the showroom, they can also just take a look on their Facebook website, see what's going on, and then decide if they maybe want to go to the showroom or even buy the product. And Honda does a good job in engaging their Hong Kong customers. All right, and thank you. That was the end of our presentation.